I'd like to say I don't think this is a political motion, because no, really. And I'll tell you why, actually. Because we've got 200 farms in London, so they must be within the areas that you are all responsible for, as well as the Conservatives. And I would suggest that we should support them. I'll read you one quote. "Closing a loophole to stop people avoiding tax is a legitimate aim, and Rachel Reeves is perfectly justified in addressing that." I'm sure we can all agree with that. What she has not done, however, is to do what she also promised, to protect family farms whilst doing that. The threshold she has set for inheritance tax is completely unrealistic, and my farming neighbours and others all across the country are now terrified that dying at the wrong time will see farms that have been in the same families for generations broken up to meet the demands of the taxman. That's from Baroness Mayhew, who is a Labour peer and a farmer herself. She is in older age, and yet she still manages the farm on her own. And this is one of the problems with this tax. People that own farms, or they haven't put in lots of tax evasions, dodges, moves, whatever one would call them, to pass down their farms to their family, because they never had to, because inheritance tax wasn't there. They are all very, very concerned. I've spoken to several farm owners or farmers in London, and they are extremely concerned. Let me read you something else from yesterday. An MP said, "I have spent the last few weeks speaking to farmers in Penrith and Solway to try and understand the full impact of the inheritance tax proposals, knowing that I have months left to engage with DEFRA and the Treasury and to seek important amendments. Let me be clear, if today was the real vote, I would vote against the government's plans." He goes on to say, "During the election, I read what I thought were assurances from my party that we had no plans to introduce changes to APR. On that basis, I reassured farmers in my constituency that they would not suffer, obviously. Now I simply am not prepared to break my word." Another Labour person, and you can speak to very many Labour people. There are Green MPs now in highly rural areas. But every one of us represents farmers in London. It is absolutely vital that this doesn't go ahead. If you vote against this, I can only suggest that you are not standing up for all of your constituents, because we need to. We must remember, farmers put food on our tables, and we need them. Thank you.